is equal to f of 0. Okay, function. So if you have here 0 plus, so what is the meaning of here 0 plus? Means x is greater than 0. So for x greater than 0, the value of the function is 2x plus 1. So you put it here, 2x plus 1 upon x minus 2. 2x plus 1 on x minus 2, and is equal to, for limit x tends to 0 minus means less than 0, your value is under root 1 plus px minus under root 1 minus px whole divided by x, and is also equal to f of 0. So the value of f of 0 is to be obtained by putting x is equal to 0 in that function which is defined for x is equal to 0. So here you see that your function is defined for x is equal to 0, means x greater or equal to 0, the value of fx is 2x plus 1 upon x minus 2. So from this value of the function, you can find the value of f of 0. So putting x is equal to 0 here, so what you have minus 1 by 2. So that is equal to minus 1 upon 2. And if you are putting here x is equal to 0 value, how you find this value? You have to eliminate x in denominator. So how you eliminate? You have to take the conjugate of that is the terms of numerator. So and in denominator you have x into under root 1 plus px plus under root 1 minus px, and is also equal to minus 1 upon 2. Okay, so here you see that 1 and this one is cancel out, and here you have 2 px upon this value. So you take one step. So that is limit x tends to 0 minus, and here you have 2px upon x into under root 1 plus px, and here you have plus under root 1 minus px. Okay, 1 minus px, and is equal to minus 1 upon 2. So x and x is cancel out. Here you see that x and x is cancel out. Okay, now putting x is equal to 0 directly, and you will have the value of p. You will have the value of p. So go through it. Okay, and check it, what is your value? Okay, so if you are putting x is equal to 0, so you have 2p upon, if you put it here 0, you have 1 plus 1, that is 2, and is equal to minus 1 by 2. So 2 and 2 is cancel out. So you have p is equal to minus 1 upon 2. So that gives the value of p. Okay, in the same way, write next question. Find the value of k for which fx is continuous, for which fx is continuous at x is equal to pi by 2. Continuous at x is equal to pi by 2. And your function is fx is equal to k cos x. k cos x upon pi minus 2x, pi minus 2x, and here it is given x is less than pi by 2, x is less than pi by 2, and you have value 3 for x is equal to pi by 2, and 3 tan 2x upon 2x minus pi upon 2x minus pi if x greater than pi by 2, if x greater than pi by 2. So in this way your function is defined. You have to find the value of k for which the function is continuous. Understand? So right, since fx is continuous at x is equal to pi by 2, so its left limit, right limit at the same point are equal and is also equal to f of pi by 2. So you write limit x tends to pi by 2 plus fx is equal to limit x tends to pi by 2 minus fx is equal to f of pi by 2. F of pi by 2 you write in this way. Now putting the value of the function pi by 2 plus means x is greater than 0, so you have to write the value of function means 3 tan 2x divided by 2x minus pi, 2x minus pi, and is equal to limit x tends to pi by 2 minus, here you have k cos x divided by pi minus 2x, and for f pi by 2 its value is 3, its value is 3. Okay, so trying to simplifying it. So if you are putting x is equal to pi by 2 directly, it is not defined. It is not defined because denominator becomes 0. So what you do in that case, or here you have right hand limit pi by 2 plus. So this can be simplifying when you are putting x is equal to pi by 2 plus h, because you know how you that means find the values of right hand limit and left hand limit. In case of right hand limit, you have to put x is equal to a plus h. So x is equal to a plus implies h tends to 0. Okay, so here you applying that concept, and here if you are putting x is equal to pi by 2 directly, it is also not defined. So in case of right hand limit, you have to put here x is equal to pi by 2 plus h, and in case of right hand limit, here you put x is equal to pi by 2 minus h. Okay, below this term, here we write let x is equal to pi by 2 plus h. So x tends to pi by 2 plus implies h tends to 0. H tends to 0. You write in this way. And for left hand limit, here you can write let x is equal to pi by 2 minus h. So x tends to pi by 2 minus implies h tends to 0. H tends to 0. So you write that means in this way the terms below the left hand limit and right hand limit. Okay, now come to the point. So if you are putting here, so just see here. So that becomes limit h tends to 0, and here you have 3 tan 2x. So in place of x, here you put pi by 2 plus h. So 2 times of pi by 2 plus h whole divided by 2 into pi by 2 plus h minus pi in this way. Means here you put pi by 2 plus h in place of x. And for left hand limit, again here you have limit h tends to 0, and here you put pi by 2 minus h. So you have k cos pi by 2 minus h whole divided by pi by 2 minus h whole divided by pi minus 2 times of pi by 2 minus h and is equal to 3, and is equal to 3. You write in this way and trying to simplifying it. So here you have limit h tends to 0, 3, and if you are multiplying 2 within bracket, so you have 10 pi plus 2h. Yes, right. 10 pi plus 2h. 10 pi plus 2h. And here you have pi plus 2h minus pi. So pi and pi is cancel out. So overall here you have 2h. And here limit h tends to 0. Cos pi by 2 minus h lying in first quadrant, and that is equal to sin h. So k sin h upon, yes, multiplying here. So pi and pi is cancel out, and here you have 2h and is equal to 3. Yeah, simplifying it. Limit h tends to 0. Here you have 3, and just see pi plus x means pi plus 2h lying in third quadrant, and in third quadrant 10 is positive. So here you have 10 2h upon 2h, and limit here h tends to 0. So the complete quantity becomes 1. So 3 into 1 is equal to 3. So here you have 3. And here you have sin h by h is equal to 1. So here you have k by 2, and that side is 3. So overall here you have 3 is equal to k by 2 is equal to 3. So k is equal to 6. K is equal to 6. So that was asked in 2010. Okay, so just you listen one thing for this type of question. Here you have to find the value of k, and it is given the function is continuous at x is equal to 3. So as per rule, the left hand limit and right hand limit both are equal, and that is also equal to the value of the function at the given particular point. Clear? But just you see, if here you have that means MCQ question, so there is no any problem. Only you have to solve its left limit, and that is equal to 3, and you will have the values of k. You have the value of k very easily, you know. But here your question is of 4 marks question, so you have to solve the values of right side also. Means that is also that is satisfying the condition. Means you can say that the function is continuous. So wherever it is continuous, so no doubt its left hand limit, its right hand limit both are equal, and is also equal to the value of the function for that given point. That's why this part is solved. You have to solve it also in examination. Understand? So here when you solve only its left hand limit and make it equal to 3, already you have the value of k is equal to 6. But it should be satisfying from right side also. And this result show that if you find the values of k by any way, you have the values of k which is same. Understand? So you should have to find all the values, means left limit, right limit, no? And make it equal to f of pi by 2. Okay, so that was asked in 2010. In the same way, rest all almost completed. The questions which are asked in bold. Yes. If the function, find the value of a and b if the function f of x if the function f of x is equal to f of x is equal to, yes, right, 1 minus sine cube x, 1 minus sine cube x upon 3 cos square x, 3 cos square x if x is less than pi by 2 and its value is a if x is equal to pi by pi minus 2x whole square if x is greater than pi by 2. X is greater than pi by 2 is continuous at x is equal to pi by 2. Means here you have to find the value of a and b for which the function is continuous at x is equal to pi by 2. Okay. So what you do in that question? Limit x tends. Okay. So you're trying to simplifying it. Question number 40. Yeah. Trying to simplifying and told me what is your answer. ट्राइंग टू सॉल्व इट बेटा. कितना आया आंसर ए और बी की वैल्यू? So what is given here? Since fx is continuous at x is equal to pi by 2, so limit x tends to pi by 2 plus fx is equal to limit x tends to pi by 2 minus fx is equal to f of pi by 2. Limit x tends to pi by 2 plus, and here you have pi by 2 plus means x is greater than pi by 2, so you put b into 1 minus sine x whole divided by pi minus 2x whole square. Pi minus 2x whole square, and is equal to limit x tends to pi by 2 minus, and the value of fx for less than, you have 1 minus sine cube x upon 3 cos square x, and is equal to a. That is equal to a. And you have to solve these value. So if you put here pi by 2 plus directly means pi by 2, so your denominator becomes 0. Your denominator becomes 0. So how you solve such type of result? You have to substitute here x is equal to pi by 2 plus h. Just to check it, what you have, let x is equal to pi by 2 plus h. So x is equal to pi by 2 plus implies h tends to 0. H tends to 0. In the same way, for left hand limit, left hand limit can be solved very easily because if you factorize it, means by using the formula of a cube minus b cube in numerator, and cos square x is to be written as 1 minus sine square x, and then you factorize it as a plus b, a minus b. The negative, that is factor, is cancelled out, and you can very easily find its value. Also, you write it directly. Yes, right. So limit x tends to pi by 2 minus, this can be written as 1 minus sine x into 1 plus sine x plus sine square x whole